Every morning, we have the opportunity to start our day again. Welcome to Morning Momentum Mondays, coming to you each Monday morning to start your week off in a new way, in a special way, in your way. Here we go. Good morning. Welcome to the very first Morning Momentum Monday. My name is Sherry Ruskis, and here on the Grow You channel, I thought that we would add, and this is Luna, by the way, my bestie hanging out here with me this morning. I also have a bunch of birds hanging out in the trees. Hopefully they won't be too distracting. And it's what we're going to be talking about this morning is tolerations. And every Monday, I want to come to you talking about a topic of interest that might help your mindset in ways that you hadn't necessarily expected them to do. So today, again, like I said, we're going to be talking about tolerations. In this Monday morning victory letter, which I've been writing for the last 24 years, I talked about elements to help you see if you are tolerating things. So I will put a link here for you to go over and read that and see if, in fact, you've got some of these things happening in your life. And if you do, which I would be shocked and amazed if you didn't, because here we are as human beings on the planet Earth, that we have 8 billion other people here on the planet with us, so we're tolerating one thing or another from the world at large. Sadly, right now there's a lot going on in the world that is breaking so many of our hearts, which I hope you're right there with me in praying for peace on the planet. But there's also little things in our life that start to become big things because they keep adding up. So it could be the squeak in the door, the pile of laundry sitting there, to much more important things, maybe a relationship you're in, of many facets, from a family member to a loved one, someone in your life who you're tolerating things that you don't necessarily want to tolerate anymore. So that's what we're talking about this Monday morning. If you want to know more about Morning Momentum and the importance of it, of doing it every day, I invite you to join our Morning Momentum Challenge, and the link will be below. So let's dive into tolerations and really looking at, so you've got something you're tolerating in your life. It might be your job. It might be, something about you've been wanting to move, or there's something in your home that's just not up to par for you. And just really looking at it. This morning, I'm here in my garden, and the frost came a couple days ago, so I'm tolerating. I'm looking around, seeing a few dead plants, like my zinnias, my beloved zinnias, that I need to get to today. But something that you keep saying, I'm going to do, and then you don't, whether it be from procrastination, money, you need money to do it, you're afraid. Fear is a big one that gets us stuck with tolerations to make a change in your life. So if you're stuck and you want to get out of that, here's 10 steps that I'm going to give you this morning to get into a toleration-free zone. Number 1, you're continually putting up, and I'm going to put that word putting up, with things that serves no one. You think that they're serving someone, but they're not. Number 2 is that you get it and you're starting to acknowledge it, right? So with that, create a list of 10 things that you are tolerating at home, in your home life, somewhere in your personal life. What are 10 things that you're tolerating? Number 3 is then to look carefully at those 10 things and decide in what order you want to do something about it, right? Sometimes we try to eat the elephant all at once, and that's real difficult to do, to say the least. So put them in order of which one is the most important, is bugging you the most, and maybe the easiest to just knock off the list. Maybe it's putting some oil in that squeaky door, or finally folding that load of clean clothes that's been sitting there forever, and then it's done. And then I want you to create a list of 10 things that in your work life. What in your work life, are you getting comfortable there, Luna? What in your work life are you tolerating? Are you putting up with that just isn't making you happy. Every day you go to work and you think, oh, if this wasn't happening, it would be better. So again, number 5 is I'm going to ask you to list, you've listed those 10 things and now put them in order of what requires the action item to eliminate them from your work life. And maybe it's not eliminating them completely for now, but it's getting you on the track to completely eliminating them. Number 6 is to understand what it is you think you're getting from those tolerations and rethink the energy that it will give you. Here's the truth about tolerations and things that we put up with is that sometimes we get an energy, we think, oh, it'll give me extra time. I don't have the time to deal with it. So there's some kind of energy, or you're in a relationship that there's good things about it, but the bad things really outweigh it. And it's interesting to think about with tolerations that there is an energy that we derive off of it. So what is that energy for you? And then think about it. And then heading into number 7 is to be 100% committed to be tolerant free. Now, to be tolerant free is a pretty big, especially if you look at the world at large, it's a pretty big task to achieve. But when you look at your own life and what you do have control of, and that's the good news, is that we do have a control over a lot of things, it will really make our life a better place. And that's something that you can sit and contemplate in Morning Momentum. Now I'm bringing this to you every Monday morning, but know that I highly recommend, and that's why I created the challenge, is to do it every single morning. I believe if the world at large found peace first thing every day, we might find more peace in the world. Number 8 is to pay attention to what you're continuously complaining about. It might be to your spouse, partner, it might be to your best girlfriend. Like, what are you constantly complaining about? Because, my friend, that is a toleration. If it's something that you continuously over and over out loud say, this person, this thing is making me crazy, why aren't you doing something about it? Why aren't you? So pay attention to that. Number 9 is to invest in yourself by paying to have maybe somebody else take this toleration out of your life. I know we just redid our kitchen, which I tolerated for about the last 15 years. And now we have this new kitchen. And yeah, we had to write some checks in order to get that, or pay some Venmos, however you want to look at that. But we really, now it's like our dream kitchen. And we're like, how did we not do this before? So, and some things are much more money than others. It might be getting a cleaning person because you're sick of your house being dirty, and getting a cleaning person, or in your work life, especially if you're an entrepreneur. I know, fellow entrepreneurs, that we tend to say, oh, I can do it all myself. Nobody does it as good as me. But then you only get this much done instead of this much done in the course of your day. So think about that too. And what is it that if you put some money out to pay somebody to take care of a toleration for you, what would that look like? And then finally, number 10 is to do a weekly inventory. So I'm coming to you on Monday mornings because I think that the way we start our week is the most important thing in our week. So I have this daily planner that I created. It's called the Grow You Planner, and we'll put a link here too. But here's Monday. Here's what to look at the week ahead and really kind of, and there's also a monthly. We'll talk about that sometime down the road. But, you take for your monthly what I want to get done this week, and keeping tolerations in mind. Like, this is a toleration I want to get out. One of the things for me that I'll just be real clear with you, I don't always pay as much attention to the money part of my life as I should. So Monday is dedicated to that. I call it Money Energy Monday. And so it's putting that down on Monday, and any other day of the week that you find that you're going to do something to help you with that toleration. Then what are the to-dos? What are the things that if you got done this week, you would feel awesome about getting that done? And then the other part of it is the support. Who's the support that you want to get this week? So, and then from that, you're going to, turn it into your dailies. And we'll go through this another Monday as well, but really breaking down your day, taking what's already on your calendar and then putting in the mindset pieces of your calendar of what's really going to make it work for you in this day. All right, so that's what I wanted to share with you here on this very first Monday morning momentum. And I ask that, if you maybe see this and play it again during the week, like you're thinking about, what was that thing about tolerations? Go back and listen to this again. It's the beauty of YouTube, right? Is that you can be up, you can go back to a video and watch it over and over again, if that's what you need. And then next week, what I'm going to be bringing to you on the Monday morning momentum is boundaries. We're going to talk about boundaries because tolerations got into your life to begin with because you don't have boundaries around you. And we're going to talk about what does that mean, a boundary, and how you can have them in your life without being a total bitch. I'll just say that. And really living the life you choose, because that's what morning momentum is all about, is about living the life you choose, starting your morning each beautiful day that we're given. You saw that sunrise at the beginning of this video, and that happens every single morning. Some mornings a little more spectacular than others, but it's having each day arrive and appreciating it. So I encourage you to do the Morning Momentum Challenge. Again, link below, a bunch of links below to help you on your way today, as well as I will list out these 10 items in print so you can see them for yourself again. Happy week to you ahead, and I look forward to seeing you next Monday. Take really good care.